All right, so it has been an absolutely mad dash to the finish, and I guess this isn't the finish. This is like more like a mad dash to the start. But we are officially all loaded up for good old National Corvette Museum with our buddies and pals over at Gridlife. You know, we had a few snafus along the way, but the good thing is some stuff that didn't get caught on camera because I was in too much of a hurry is that the splitter now has the skid blocks installed right on here. So those will help the splitter survive, though we got to find out last night that the splitter is pretty sturdy in and of itself because basically at some point my trailer shifted and it wasn't at its usual height. So when we went to go pull the S2000 on, we donked the trailer right here, and you can see how it's bowed and you can see how the paint there kind of rippled. Yeah, so it did that damage, and it's fine. Car's fine. Trailer's dented, but it's fine. So, anywho, we are going to go ahead and get ready to get out on the road because we got like 6 hours of scooting along to do. But all in all, everything kind of came together last minute, which is awesome. And then plus we got the car a little cleaned up. Yes, it looks like it's still filthy, but that's because that is permanently baked into the plasti dip. One of those downsides. I did all the prep stuff, and it still gets stuff caked onto it, so you know, keep that in mind. But as long as you aren't driving over hot rubber over and over and over again for 80 laps straight and flinging it everywhere, you'll be fine. Or don't go to the drag strip because they got that glue stuff too. Anywho, it's time to go drive. It's time. That's better. Whoa. So yeah, the WRX is officially ready. Alright, so I apologize. As per usual, we were really busy getting everything going, so we're already pretty well situated. We didn't get any footage of the car getting unloaded or anything. But we made it successfully to NCM without too many issues, except we lost a splitter rod. Anywho, yeah, we lost the splitter rod because I didn't bolt it in. Well, we took the splitter partially off for transit, and so one of them managed to vibrate off of its mount. So we're gonna have to actually get what was it? Oh, sorry. We're gonna have to come up with a Home Depot solution here, hopefully later tonight, and then it's probably just gonna be cables, and that'll be it. And then we'll come up with some. We'll get the professional awesome rods later, so we can actually do things the proper way. But in the meantime, right now we're just hanging out in registration line, and you know we're hanging out with all the cool cars. You know we got a Gears and Gasoline Ben and Ben. One Ben has a camera, one Ben's in the car. And you know, we're gonna be vibing. Hopefully once I get checked in, we're pretty much all squared away with everything we need to do here. Because the car is officially teched. We got I completely forgot to mention earlier, but we have a Garmin Catalyst that we're gonna be testing out thanks to Solo Performance Specialties. Up here, we're in Kentucky, but up in St. Louis, Missouri, they're an awesome place for like a lot of racing related stuff. So they lent me one so I can actually play around with it and hopefully put down some decent lap times. So anywho, like I said, we've got not a lot, we've got a few things left to do for tonight, but tomorrow will be the exciting day when we're actually turning some laps. So yeah. Alright, so obviously as you can tell, it is late night. It was really fun because like I mentioned, we were missing a splitter rod. So we went ahead and hit up our friends at HD Racing. I guess this was Lowe's Performance Division. And we went ahead and fashioned up a quick little... It is... Ba-da! We got these little cabley boys. You know, they don't have a lot of rigidity upward, but downward, they should hold more than enough. We got the crimpy tools we needed to get everything crimped down, so hopefully these hold. If they don't, we'll figure something out. But for the most part, it passes the can I step on it test, and I'm too lazy to actually stand on it, but I can actually stand on it. It makes horrible creaky noises because now there's flex that was originally not there. But all in all, the car is officially almost ready to go. We still have to swap out the banner tomorrow morning, and then but actually honestly, that's about it. After that, you know, it'll be time attack time. So we're going to go home. We're going to get some sleep because we need to be out of here by now. So, yeah, that's it for now. I'll talk to you more tomorrow. All right, so it is day one. We've gone through all of our morning meeting stuff and all those fun bits. So pretty much we're just sitting around and we were waiting for the first session of the day. Should be in about 20 minutes or so, a little bit more than that. So We're gonna run in Group C just because, again, we're slow, and we're gonna take it slow because they've already had like 2 cars crash today. So I'm not gonna play around with that. I'm not gonna be one of those people. Nuh-uh, not gonna do it. But car is totally ready. Obviously, we got it ready last night. Transponder's all hooked up. The little Garmin Catalyst that we got, I've got that set up in the car, and it is stupid how easy this thing is to set up. Like, literally, you just put your little suction cup mount in, you put the little tablet in, you turn it on, and you hit go race, and it says what track are you on. You hit that, you hit NCM Motorsport Park, and then you just hit start, and it just does everything else for you, which is absolutely amazing. Like, I knew I was gonna sucker myself into buying one of these because, again, they're really best for new drivers and people who are getting used to going fast at different tracks, and it's good for learning new tracks, and that's me. So that's what I'm gonna focus on, is using that little guy to try and help me. But all in all, this stuff is just really cool, and I'm pumped because we're about to go out and have some fun. Like I said, I'm not gonna aim to smash even close to any records during this first session. I'm gonna drive slow and lazy like a baby, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lots of fun. right, so we are officially done with the first sessions of the day. I am dog-ass slow, but my God, that is a fun but complex track. There's so many bits that I have to make up. Like, it's really fun. I'll do a bit better of a summary tonight when I'm going over all the laps and stuff. But basically, for all intents and purposes, there's tons of room to make up time because my best lap was like a 3:04, which is dog shit slow. Anyway, long story short, though, is that I know that we can get this car easily down into the like low 40s, high 30s, which is what we're gonna aim for. Not today. Today is still a little damp. If it dries up, I'll go for it. But I still have a little bit of wet track anxiety. So I'm building myself up slowly but surely. But I mean, the fact that like everybody, even slower cars than me, were keeping up a good pace is a sign that there's more grip. I just have to reprogram my brain, and I also have to learn the track a little bit better, because even though I turn laps in Assetto Corsa with all the sensations and all the other things, it's almost like starting from scratch. The good thing is I remember a lot of segments, so like I know there's a lot of different little spots and places where I can, you know, eke out a little bit more speed. I just have to trust the front end grip of the car, and I have to trust the back end to stay put. So that's going to be the thing, is just pushing it more and more. And it also sucks because this track is big enough. We actually don't get a crap ton of laps. I only turned about 4 laps on the track before the session was over. So these are some shorter sessions. That being said, next session I'm going to push it a little bit harder. Still, goal is to not put it into a wall. So probably going to leave a lot of time on the table for tomorrow when it's a little bit drier out. But in the meantime, things are going really well. The splitter strings held together, everything, nothing came off. Nothing looks weird with the car, and it's running happy, except for it did this weird misfire thing again, where when I first go out and drive it, like the first stab of the throttle, it's a little and then once you get up to speed, it's fine. So I've got to figure out what's kind of up with that. We'll see if it runs clean after we run again. Then I'm just going to assume that it's like bad fuel or something else, and it'll kind of work itself out with time. But if it flubbles again on the next first lap, then I'll be a little more worried. So, like I said, all in all, things are going pretty okay so far, and we'll see how things go for the rest of the day. we're officially done with day one. I apologize I didn't film more day to day, but I was kind of just vibing and chilling and meeting good people and doing all sorts of other fun stuff. So the car is in one piece. Yes, for those of you guys who are more observant, the banner is in fact different. We ditched the old Street Mod banner and put on the new just standard Gridlife track battle because we wanted to make it smaller. And you can actually see that I can actually see out of this goddamn windshield now because this banner is way smaller. And yeah, so anyway, the good news is we found like 12 seconds today, 14 seconds, I forget what the number is. I started at 304 and I ended at 248. Still slow by all means, but it's not the slowest. So once again, woohoo, not the slowest. And I know that there's so much more time to find in this car because it is so fucking fast. So anywho, we're gonna go ahead and chill and we're gonna go home or, you know, to the Airbnb and get food and do all sorts of stuff because we've got tons of chill time. But I just wanted to also take another minute. They're not sponsoring me or anything. Somebody else, technically Solo Performance Specialties, they're the ones who gave this to me. But dude, this Garmin Catalyst thing is awesome for going through all the data. And like I said, I'll do a separate video where I kind of go over everything. But it has been awesome being able to collect all this data and sort of see where I'm screwing up, where some of my best sections are, and I'm gonna have so much fun going. And it's like literally, I just hit go and then I hit done. Like that's it. So all in all, it's really, really awesome. Like I'm not being paid for this. I'm gonna buy one of these probably full price because I really like it. But either way, I've got a lot of improvement to make, but the good news is so far everything has been pretty painless. So anyway, on to the next thing.